Right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of PLA with myself, Nick and Bruno. We've got two questions today coming from our audience and estate agents that we work closely with. The first question we're going to have a go with Bruno. The question simply states that the tenants were at work and got home at 6:30 in the evening, and the electricity was off, and an electrician was sent. An electrician was sent, but no fault on the premises was found. But they did say that the trip switch on the was on the municipality side, right? And that was where the fault was. The municipality electricians were sent out then, and the switch was then replaced, right? So the question then is, whose responsibility is it to pay for the call-out fee of the private electrician?
Sure.
Yeah.
Look, it's an unfortunate situation, and there's often no black and white answer to anything. But so the problem here, if you look at it from a general perspective, who carried the responsibility of fixing the issue that came from the municipality side? So anything outside your property would typically be the municipality's responsibility, and the municipality would hold an obligation or responsibility to ensure that whatever defects there are, whatever issues there are, that it actually get resolved, right? So this is accepted. We're all happy with that answer. Now the problem sometimes occurs when there's a discovery component. So we need to figure out what's actually wrong. So it could be inside, could be outside. No one's 100% sure, and whether one took appropriate steps in order to be able to ascertain this, because the municipality may very well turn around and say, well, we're not paying because it was clear as day that it was an issue on our side. Now, obviously, I'm no electrician, so I wouldn't be able to comment. But for example, if there was a leak and it's on the road, and you call in your private plumber to try and fix it inside your property, and you don't call the municipality, there's an argument to be made that you didn't actually follow the right steps, and logically you should have called the person responsible. Why would they pay when you didn't call them? Whereas something like this starts getting a bit more complicated, because it might be in the discovery process you find out that it actually was the other person's responsibility. So in this instance, generally I would say that the municipality would be responsible. If there was no way of you knowing where the issue arose, and it turns out that it was their fault, and they should have replaced they should have done something with it, you should probably be able to get your cost back. Now, this is all great from a legal perspective. Academically, would the municipality be responsible for something, for example, lack of maintenance? They should have replaced it. Now you went and called somebody out. Now they're liable for your costs, whatever. That's great. So let's say hypothetically that is the case. The practical component of this is it's the chances of you getting that money back are very, very slim. Going through the rigmarole of trying to submit an invoice to whom I do not know, asking for a refund that I doubt that you're ever going to get. If you try to settle the refund against your property rates, you're probably going to land up in a worse situation where they're going to disconnect your services. So practically speaking, depending on the value of the claim, I would probably say that you're better off just paying it yourself and walking away from it. Or I suppose you could try something like small claims court if you really have the time and energy to go for it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Bruno, for answering that question.